So it's quite apparent to me that a lot of people don't really understand autism, and I have decided to document what we go through on a daily basis. It is the most intense thing that you could possibly ever imagine. And our journey started with Stone, our oldest. Because he was my first, I didn't really know that there was anything wrong. I knew that he was a little quirky, but I didn't have any other children to compare him to. So until he got to school age, and because he was verbal, I really didn't know. So our journey started with Stone, and then we had Trevor, and then I got my tubes tied, and then I got divorced, and then after getting remarried, I got my tubes untied, and then we had Christopher, and Christopher seemed to be developing normal, and then he lost the skills that he had. He jumped incessantly. He flapped his arms. He did all the stereotypical behaviors that we saw in our other son. And, aside from not talking when he should have been, and I've had people tell me, boys are late talkers, or, my husband didn't talk apparently until he was 3. That is, though it's a significant speech delay, a lot of people didn't think that there was anything wrong, or have you had his ears checked? Yes, I've had his ears checked. He's not deaf. He hears what he wants to hear. He is selective in his hearing. No amount of caffeine and no amount of under-eye concealer can cover up how tired we are. But it's quite apparent to me, even within people within my own family, outside of the people that live in this house, people whom I love very much, just don't understand. They don't know. And I don't really know how to convey it to them. It is something that is most difficult because your child has a disability. They're not in a wheelchair. They don't look like they have a disability, and yet they are, spinning out of control, and you can't help them. So I'm going to start documenting my life and all the therapies, the daily therapies. Today is June 6th. We have Monday we have a behavioral teacher coming out for the summer. Tuesday we go to Satellite Beach for speech. Wednesday we have another teacher coming out. Thursday, this Thursday I think I have a doctor's appointment, but I don't know how much of the therapies these people will let me document. I don't know, but I just want to give people an inside look as to what Rob and I go through on a daily basis. It is challenging, to say the least. I know that I try my best to be the best parent that I can be to 4 boys. I don't feel like I'm giving Max, the youngest, he's 17 months old, I don't feel like I'm giving him everything that I possibly could be giving, because I feel like so much energy is focused on Christopher. And though Max has to go to a lot of these therapies, they are both still so very young, and then we have our other 2 boys, and they need help too. But I hear Rob needs me, and he's got to get ready to go to work, so I will sign off for now, and I will document some more later. Okay, thanks.